So, as it turns out, a lot of white people are racist towards black people. Surprise! It has been infinitely exhausting to watch a lot of black people just reacting to the racial vitriol, the racist vitriol. And a lot of it comes from some fake South Africans. What I mean by that is what people call bots or outsourced or whatever. And a part of it, of course, is real, is that it also incites those who hold those views. What does blow my mind, though, and what Mother and I were speaking a lot about this past weekend was, how is it possible that this trick always works? There's this lovely thing about learning the difference between reacting and responding. And often reactions lead to chaos, whereas responses, which tend to be well thought out, one takes their time to come up with a response. They are more effective and they actually usually help a situation move forward. Now, if for every time someone spews hate, you just react and you throw it back and you go back and forth and you go back and forth, you are the one being exhausted, because you must remember that for a lot of people who are invested in whatever hateful thing that they are invested in, it makes them feel good. Now, when it comes to racism, I think there is something that black people need to really, really accept. White people are not going to apologize. Stop asking for it. Stop expecting it. We just look like fools at this point. If you ever were in a multiracial school or a multiracial environment, or even just in corporate, but I do want to focus a lot on the example of a multiracial school. Ask the black kids how often things would happen, things that are definitely racist, things that are definitely prejudiced, that either a student said, a student did, or a teacher said. That was also very common and continues to be very common. And how the school handled it. And so when you think about it, that the fight is all the time, it's constant. In many ways, it's like being in an abusive relationship. And every single day you beg this person that beats you, that humiliates you, that insults you, and all sorts of things. And you say, please love me. And every day they show you that they don't love you. And every day you say, if only they just do this. Oh, you this. Oh, you this. If white South Africans want to invest in solidarity and AfriForum, it's fine. Let them. Let them. If they want to say that there's a white genocide, let them. There is a point where you have to recognize that your self-respect has to be greater than reacting to every act of hate. If someone hates you, you could never change that. You can't change it. You know, there's this wonderful theory called the master-slave dialectic by the German philosopher Hegel. He was racist and he was problematic, but I'm just focusing on this. But the master-slave dialectic outlines 4 ways in which the slave, it focuses on the relationship between the master and the slave. And in this dialectic, he argues that through 4 ways, the slave is more likely to achieve self-actualization than the master. because there is something to aim for. I'm simplifying this very much. Please go read up about it. His name is Hegel, the master slave dialectic. But essentially, and I want to focus on this point especially when it comes to race relations in South Africa. He says that for the master, getting respect from the slave means nothing to him because he does not view the slave as his equal. The only respect that he acknowledges that actually means something to him is the respect he gets from other masters or other people that he believes are on his same level. And as a result, there is no amount of love that the respect that the slave can afford the master that will allow the master to also respect the slave. Because ultimately, he does not see the slave as his equal. It's that simple. And equally, the slave hungers for respect from the master. So when you look at dynamics of changing our names to fit in better at schools, what's this term that everyone uses now? I'm not going to waste time trying to remember it. I'll just say where you behave in a way that you know will appease the people that you are around. From then later becoming people who say things like, oh no, but they shouldn't approach this way, where we like to almost have to intellectualize the manner in which poor people behave. And this I'm speaking amongst black people. I've been there, we've all been there. So try as you might, change your name, do all of these things. It will never be enough. Because at the core of it, the person does not view you as equal and in a lot of cases sees you as less than other humans themselves. So this is what I want people to actually invest themselves into thinking about, like black people, to really think about this. Up until when are you going to focus on what white people are doing? Up until when are you going to react to every post that is racist? When will you stop giving racism the power? You understand that if someone posts something hateful, something racist, you don't have to actually reply. I know you'd like to say some deep words, but those words have been said. It's not going to change anything. I always like to boil things down to a relationship. If you're in a relationship right now and you're with a partner who's very argumentative, who can never accept that they're wrong and things like that, and you keep pushing, do you not eventually stop because you know they won't change? So why are you doing this? Why do you keep... It's like your pain is not real until it is affirmed by something outside of yourself. That until those who cause you pain acknowledge it, it's not good enough. You hear it with all these healing circles and the spiritual circles where they say the healing is your own thing. You heal for yourself. So, a lot of white people are racist. Some are not. So what?